Hi guys, so we're back with another tutorial. We're gonna be going on with a procedural texture generation that we started the other day, and yep, let's get on with this. The first thing we have here is the texture that we generate automatically, but as we said, we wanted to show some borders and effects. So you see like there is a border around the texture that is of a different color, and then maybe one or two more textures with we're gonna have a fixed size, fixed width, and yeah, with that's so we're gonna have the border and then two more ellipses there. So the first thing we're gonna do is the border, all right, and we're gonna add the two new ellipses, but we're gonna define all the parameters already. So this is right now. Then we're gonna have a static color border call, which is gonna be new color. Actually, it's gonna be a 0.0f, green 0.02f, blue 0.05f, for instance. And we're gonna call this fill color because it's gonna be the fill color, and we're gonna use the fill color for the fill ellipse and the border color for the border of the fill ellipse and the other ellipses. So private static float fill ellipse border size, border 0.02f, for instance, I don't know. Then we're gonna have private static vector 2 extra, how do we call extra ellipse 1 center, it's gonna be 0.5 private static float extra ellipse radius 1x. Oops. This is actually, we're gonna call it, rename radius x. This is gonna be rename radius y, and this is gonna be I don't know, again 0.48, and this is gonna be 0.29. Gosh. And private static float extra ellipse 1 border is gonna be at 0.035, and we do the same with the ellipse extra ellipse 2. So all of these is going to be a 2, and this is going to be a 2. And we're going to have boolean, static boolean, draw extra ellipse 1, to a false, or who knows, or true maybe. Why not true? By default, yeah. Let's change a little bit the center so that they are slightly different. This one is going to be a little bit bigger. Good. First, let's show all these parameters because they're going to be it's going to be useful to have them. So fill color and border color is going to be the same as here, but border color and fill color. Yeah, we're even gonna do a separator here. This is even here makes sense to have it. Then we're gonna be having fill ellipse border, editor, GUI layout. This is even slider. It's gonna be ellipse border size, and it's gonna be fill ellipse 0.001, something like that. And then we are going to add toggle here, so extra ellipse 1, draw extra ellipse 1 is going to be editor, layout, actually it is GUI layout, toggle, draw extra ellipse, and this draw extra ellipse 1. And here we're going to be having extra ellipse center, one. They're going to be called extra 1. I call it like that, and this is going to be radius x and radius y, so radius x and radius y, and same thing with the ellipse 2. So we're doing this because this is obviously going to change the size of our, or the way we draw where do we draw the texture here? So let's see what happens. Yeah, there's lots of things, so we need to move this a lot down, and probably let's have a few separators here, like one here and another one here, and we move like here. No, not 400, maybe 520. Okay, a little bit further down, 540. And since this is 256, 544, so we need it to be the minimum size 800, which is good. So let's choose ellipse. We refresh texture, and here we go. Even yeah, a little bit less down. There we go. Yep, that seems fair enough. We have created all these, all the parameters, and now it's time to actually draw and use it to draw the ellipses. So when we get the pixel color, then we have to do something like float to fill ellipse is gonna be this. So if the absolute value of this to fill ellipse is lower than the border, the fill ellipse border, lower or equal, then we give C equals border color. Else, if it's negative, use the fill color. Let's see. Good. This is obviously too big, and So yeah, we're saying 2, maybe we're saying 0.5. Yeah, that's a lot more like it. Probably we want to have something like 45. Yeah, 46 maybe, or 47. Still looks good. Yeah. So let's leave these, and when we're going here, probably we're gonna go for 1 and 125, something like this. And this is gonna be 46. Yeah, let's leave these parameters. So this is gonna be a 6. This is gonna be a 6. This is gonna be a 1. This is gonna be a 125, and this is gonna be a 0.5 and a 4. So, for instance, this at least leaves the 4 parameters that make sense. And now we're gonna have to check the other extra ellipses. Distance to ellipse. If you see, with the distance to ellipse, we can use it to check both the absolute distance, so inside and out, and the second distance to check if something is inside or not. That's very useful when we're doing this. Extra ellipse center, extra ellipse radius, extra ellipse radius y. If this one is lower or equal than extra border, then the color is the border color. And do the same thing with the extra ellipse too. So yeah, looks like it's sort of working. So they're still too big. 0.7, 0.9. Oops, I missed a 0. Yeah, that looks a lot closer to what we call. Maybe 6. And maybe radius could be 28.25. That's one, and this one could be 51. Yeah, that looks a bit like what we have here. Yeah, seems okay. Yep. Cool. So yep, looks like we have what we were looking for. But there is something here, and I want to show you. So we have created this texture, and if we look at it closely, well, we're not. Yeah, you can see here that there is like these pixels. They're clearly either one color or the other, and that gives you this edged like stair or pixelated edges. Okay, and it's something that I like to fix because it's got an easy fix. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be adding aliasing, and we're gonna be using a very brute force approach to doing aliasing, which is basically sampling every pixel several times. So how are we gonna do this? Instead of getting directly these, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna sample each pixel 4 times. So we're gonna divide the pixel in 8, and we're going to be, sorry, in 4 parts, and we're going to get the center of each of the 4 parts. So if the center is X and Y, and the pixel width is going to be size is going to be 1.0 divided by float width, 1.0 divided by float height. And yeah, this is the pixel size. So we're gonna use 5 pixels. So we're gonna get C0 is gonna be this. C1 is gonna be X plus pixels plus 0.25 pixel size X, Y plus 0.25 pixel size Y. With this, we're gonna do the same, but negative, and these 2, 3 and 4 are gonna be in here. So that way we're sampling 5 pixels, and then what we're doing is a new color, which is gonna be a 0.2 times C0.R plus C1.R plus C2.R plus C3.R plus C4.R. And same with green, same with the blue. Oh, and the alpha too. Yep. Let's see what happens when we do this. So already I think we can see that they are smoother, these lines are smoother. But we go to the, we go here, we can see that there is, they're not clear edges anymore. It's still, I don't like it very much still. Let's see what happens if we, instead of using 5 pixels, we use only 4. 5, 5, 5, 5, and we get rid of these. This one. So again, we come here, and yeah, I think it looks a little bit better. We could still use more definition, but we will make do with what we have now. We could do it generic with as many divisions we want. Instead of 4, we could have 16 samples, and we could still make it. But I'm not gonna go down the route now. So we have the aliasing, we have several, we have the borders and the several textures. So yeah, that's actually what we're actually looking for, right? Leave some. It's gonna be 7. So 0, 6. Let's put it 9 and 1, 9, 0, 5, whatever. And yeah, I think this is looking good. We could probably even make them, I don't know, 5. Yeah. And we can have this even smaller, like 0.3. Yeah. I like that 0.3 here. Yeah. So this is looking good. And well, yeah, I think this is good. So let's generate a few textures like these, and we're gonna wrap it up because well, we could generate a few textures and a materials with this that way. So we can generate these. There's gonna be this nice text 1. We can generate so we can remove procedural texture. We can let's check. Let's get the actual color that we're using here. It's yeah, because it is not that one. So let's get this. Yeah, that's the color. So yeah, that's probably a better color. This is closer, maybe a little bit more saturated. And this one here should be something like this. So yeah, let's see. I'm gonna make it a little bit darker. This is not dark. That's better. Yep. So this is one. We're gonna create a second one where we're just gonna be changing this a little bit. So this is gonna be 0.5, 0.5. Always we're gonna be moving this, I don't know, 4.85, 0.5. And this is gonna be 0.495, and this is gonna be 0.51. This is gonna have a radius of, let's change a little bit here. Let's put it at 35. So this is a little bit different, and we are gonna be getting 45, but this is 34. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that sounds about right. And 33, 44. 46 maybe. Let's see, we put it here. Probably this one. Okay, let's get this to 7. Let's get this to 4. 6. And let's get it to 32. Yeah, and this one, let's set it to 33. Yeah, I like it like, oh, like it. I think I like it like this, yeah. Maybe we're gonna make them a bit smaller. 4 and 3. Yeah, that sounds alright. Cool, and 44. It looks. Good. I think it's okay. We're gonna get this is gonna be the texture 2. Like, let's do the third one with these colors, and then we will change it. Change for green. Make this a little bit smaller. Make this a little bit smaller too. Change these a little bit. 46, 52, 52. Yeah, we can make them smaller. We can do this, yeah. Let's make it like this. Yeah, like it. Good. So we have these 3. Now we're gonna change for green. So make them green. Number 4 with 51, 48. Yeah, this is gonna be 4. Number 5 is gonna be a little bit bigger. This is gonna be, I don't know, 45. Let's see what happens if we make them very different. Yeah, this is still too small. And we move it a little bit. 0.5, 53. Like, what happens if we do this? We put them up. And this. Yeah, that looks good. And let's make a 6th one with I don't know. Like it. Yeah. And this is gonna be probably a 5, and we're gonna put it 51 like this. Yeah. Yeah. Let's leave it like this, and then let's do a 7th one, which is gonna have because so you can see there's some of them that they're already all gray, so I'm gonna use one with that color, only one. I can make it even a little bit darker. I'm not gonna draw many of these. Maybe one of them, but very centered and 45.32 and 0.007. Let's see. Bigger. Let's make it. Let's just offset it a little bit. And make it bigger. 6. 33. I want this border is going to be bigger also. Yeah, like it. Yeah. Good, now we have the 7 textures. Oh, you know what? We're gonna generate also this blob here. We'll probably a little, I mean, it is not gonna be, create, no, sorry, tools, ellipse, procedural tool. It's gonna be a small one, 128, 128. We're gonna make it white. Yeah, the border color, the border is gonna be 0 and no ellipse. So yeah, the ellipse is gonna have 0.45, 0.45 in both of them. Yeah, maybe even less, 0.3, 0.3. So we got these, and later maybe we will. Oh shit! I just screwed the previous texture. It's like 7. This is the particle text 1. And now let's do the slice like text 7, 512, 128, and this is gonna be around here, but darker. Refresh texture 0.475, 0.35 extra 256. Okay, that's it. So we got all these textures. If we want to see them with alpha, we could say that alpha is transparency. Yeah. And we're gonna create materials, at least create material slice mat 1. Okay, we're gonna give it this texture, but this is, it's gonna be unlit. It's gonna be texture transparent, sorry, transparent. Oh, these textures, you can see here that these textures are not particularly well seen there, and probably they all can improve their visibility if we use whatever, 16, and isotropic filtering with them. So yeah, that's lots better. Yep, so we have this. Now let's draw, let's create a, I'm gonna create the materials. 2 is gonna use, but it's gonna use, I'm gonna change the names a little bit, okay? I'm gonna make them green, pink, green, pink, green, pink, green. This is gonna be number 3. Nope. This is gonna be number number 3. Number 5. Pink, green, pink. All right. Yeah. Why? Because that way we're gonna be it makes sense to have the materials named like that and then use them that way. So we're gonna have pink 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7. Yeah. So pink, red, and blue. That way, these materials we can let them use them sequentially. So when we're generating these blobs for a sphere, we can say, okay, let's generate 6 or 7, and let's or 5 or whatever, and start in one and go over them. And just to check how well they look, we can give that material here, and you see. Yep, it looks good. It is a bit stretched here. There are other things we could do, like offset them. I don't know if it would work. Yeah, if we offset them, then yeah, it doesn't look so stretched. Also, if we are tiling it, then it does these funny things. But particularly if we put a 0.75, for instance, and we put it to 0, then yeah, it does this thing where it cuts at some points, which is something that is happening here, for instance, which yeah, is kind of okay-ish. Cool. So we've got this. We have the textures and the materials, and in our next video we're gonna generate the a bunch of slides like this. By the way, maybe we want this to be two-sided, because it's right now it's only one side, and maybe we could want to make it two-sided. I'll change the shader if that's the case, or I'll create a new shader. But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna create a bunch of these slices, sphere slices, and we're gonna create a script that picks from a bunch of meshes and a bunch of materials and generates the a bunch of those slices that are scaled a little bit randomly, so they don't all fit in the same sphere, and that are rotated also randomly, so they're not placed exactly in the same position. And that way we'd have something quite similar to this ball here, or this one. And later in a different video we will generate a bunch of these balls randomly and make them move and fall, and maybe at some point we'll add even effects and post-processing effects and particles and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This one is a little bit shorter, but hopefully to the point. And I'll go on. We'll go on in the next one. I hope if you like the video, please hit the like button, and see you guys in the next video. Bye. I can get it to stop.